I always lock up my forks. I don't know if you guys have fork lock on your bike. It might be a little old school, but I still do. I've got other security measures too, but that's just something I've always had the habit of doing. And really, I'm a true believer that no matter how much security you have, if somebody wants it bad enough, they're going to get it. Reminds me of a story. It goes way back to the heyday of, when I was much younger. There was a guy in the area that had a Harley Davidson shop, and he was pretty well off. He did really well with his business. I don't know what happened, whatever happened to him. I don't even know if he's still around anymore. But he had a really nice custom Harley with just a super paint job and the whole thing. And he was so worried about somebody stealing it. So what he did was, in the back of his garage, he chipped out a hole in the concrete and he put a big iron pipe in the ground and he cemented that in, and then he pulled his Harley around, and right in front of the garage here he parked his Harley, and he got this big chain and he wrapped it around, and he chained it to this iron post that he had cemented into the concrete. And then he pulled his Corvette in the garage and pulled it right up, nosed it right up to his Harley. Safe and sound, right? No. He come home one day, he goes in the garage, bike's gone. Now the Corvette's still sitting there, the pipe's there, the chain's laying there, but the Harley's gone. Whoever took it had to pick it up and lift it over top of the Corvette to get it out of the garage. Just like it disappeared. and nobody ever did figure out what happened to it, but yeah, that's how easy it can happen. So again, doesn't matter what you do. Hey cats, what's happening? I think is today the first day of fall? Yeah, summer's over at any rate. Temperature's going down and it's getting colder outside. And it's nice for riding. The 88 cubic inch Evo runs like a top in this colder weather, and I really like that. It seems to have an extra little pop to it. I mean, it runs good, and I'm happy with that. But you gotta bundle up. Now I almost need a sweatshirt on underneath it here, if it. And actually it's still daylight, but when the sun goes down, it's almost to the point where another week or two we might see frost. We don't want that. Anyway, as I was out today, I was thinking to myself, as I do, and I wanted to discuss today, backing up to when they had the Sturgis rally. And it was reported all over the place that all the bikers there were not wearing masks. Oh my gosh, nobody's wearing a mask at Sturgis. And it was, they had videos all over the place on that. And there was a small percentage of people that were wearing masks, but the majority weren't. So then it was almost like they were waiting like buzzards to attack. When the rally was over, they were counting down the days to see when this virus was going to resurge. And right away, oh yeah, from the Sturgis rally. So what about the Antifa? Is the media following up on them to see how they're spreading the virus while they travel all over the place, meeting in groups and getting face-to-face with people? Is the media following up on how many cases are spread through that? Just wondering, again. And, it kind of irritates me in a way that, they act like bikers are a bunch of dummies or something. And I'm not arguing one way or the other whether the masks work or not. In fact, I'm wondering, even if people did wear masks at the rally, would it really have made any difference at all? Because what it really boiled down to is a lot of people crammed into small spaces. Like Full Throttle Saloon and some of those other saloons. They were just like any other day, shoulder to shoulder people in there. So whether they had masks on or not, I don't know that it would have made a difference. I did see a report, and it's not confirmed, I don't know how true it is, where they were saying that, well, they were telling people in California with the fires, and it's so smoky in those places. They say it's a breathing hazard. They don't want you to go out in the smoke. And they were saying that the masks do not protect you from breathing the smoke in. Now, the interesting fact was that they also reported that the smoke particles are larger than the virus particles. So, if you're going to breathe smoke through a mask, you're going to breathe the virus through the mask too. Not confirmed, but that's what I heard. So, anyway, I'm not arguing whether you should or you shouldn't. I think it should all be left up to your personal welfare as to whether you want to wear one or not. And, if you're afraid, if you have fear of this virus, then stay home. Don't go out for fear that you might get it. If you go out in public and the virus is there, I think you're going to have a chance of getting it regardless whether you have a mask on, whether you don't have a mask. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to go there. But there was another fatality and a result of this virus too that really made me sad, really saddened me. Here in Northeast Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio, as a matter of fact, we have the IX Center. Great big huge facility up by the Cleveland International Airport. And that facility is where they have all the big shows. They have a huge RV show. They have a huge boat show. They have car shows. They have motorcycle shows. The International Motorcycle Show, the IMS, was always held there every year. And another one that I really liked was the Piston Power Show. The Piston Power Show not only had motorcycles, but it had hot rods and race cars and dragsters and jet cars and trucks and tractors and anything with an engine, even airplanes. So that was a great show. But anyway, the IX Center has closed its doors permanently. Over 500 people lost their jobs as a result of not being able to turn a dollar because they can't have any shows up there. Our state governor has shut down those big public venues for fear of spreading this virus, and you're not allowed to have those things anymore. And they shut down. They couldn't operate anymore. They couldn't keep the place open. They couldn't pay the utility bills. And that's a shame. I mean, I don't know whether they're going to continue to have any of these shows in the future, where they would even have them, because that was a big facility. It held a lot, and it held a lot of people too. If you've ever been up there for the bike show or any of those other shows, it was always crowded, and just getting in there, you'd be in traffic for an hour sometimes just trying to get into the parking lot there. So, done. Another thing gone by the wayside because of the COVID. What a shame. What a shame. That's the kind of thing that bugs me, and I think, why? Is it really, really necessary? Are we really saving lives? Is that what it's all about? Or are we destroying everything we've ever known, everything we've had? Just some questions. I throw it out there today, as I'm right. You know how it is when you're on the bike and you're going down the road and all you hear is the drone of the motor, and you're just thinking these things are going through your head more and more. So I wanted to share them with you. Thank you. Not a problem at all. All right, if you like my video, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, go ahead, somebody always gives me a thumbs down, whatever. Do your thing, whatever. Doesn't bug me one bit because I got too many thumbs up coming at me. Like the video. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel, and we'll keep you posted with many more coming up here. Till next time, guys, ride hard and die free.